Good morning everyone, welcome back to another video. Today, as you can see by the thumbnail, we are going to do a marathon clean with me. It is Friday today and it is the start of my extra long weekend. So today's my rostered day off. I've got Saturday, Sunday off, and then Monday is Labor Day. So we got Monday off as well. So I plan to get a lot of filming done this weekend. Today we're going to do a massive clean with me because, as you can see behind me, I have not done dishes since Jessie's birthday dinner, which was Wednesday, and it's now Friday. So I hadn't put away all Jessie's dinner dishes. I haven't washed up last night's dishes, so we need to do that. I'm going to start in the kitchen since that's the messiest room. I normally start at one end of the house and work my way up, but I think today I'm going to do something different and I'm just going to clean the messiest areas first, because then if I don't get to all the other areas, it's not going to be a big deal because they're not that bad. But my kitchen really does need doing. So we're going to start there. Now, if I look like a big grease ball today, that's because I have put a whole heap of castor oil on my face this morning. I did not do my skincare routine last night, so I woke up and my face was rather crusty. So I figured I'll just slather some castor oil on today, since I'm not doing makeup. So yeah, if I look a little bit greasy, that's why. So without wasting any more time, let's get this party started. Okay, so like I said before, we did wash all of the birthday dishes, but I just hadn't put them away. They were just air drying. That's what I like to say anyway. And even after 2 days, they were still a little bit wet and I had to dry them with the tea towel. So all of this stuff is going to go back away until Christmas time. It's just, and you know, I was thinking, because we always just do the same thing. We just do like plain beef, plain pork, the mincemeat, the same sort of veggies. And I don't even know why I never thought of it before, but I said to Michael, like, why don't we try doing it with different marinated meats? Like do an Asian version one. So like, we marinate the meats in some sort of like, just say, for example, like a teriyaki meat, or, just mix it up a bit so that we're not just cooking. I think actually what brought the idea in my head is because we always watch a Netflix show called Somebody Feed Phil when we're having dinner. Like, it's just our go-to thing. And like, I think on this particular episode, he was at like a Korean barbecue kind of situation where you cook your own food at the table, because like it was similar to what we do. And I think that's what gave me the idea, because they had like all marinated kind of meats that they were cooking. And I'm like, why did we never think about doing that before? Because, yeah, like we just have the plain meat, cooking in butter, whatever, but we could do an Asian version. So I don't know if we're going to be doing it for this Christmas. If I can convince everyone to try an Asian style one, we might even do that this Christmas, where all the meats are marinated in a different flavor. And yeah, and we can, do different vegetables. And it's just so weird that for years and years and years we've done it the same way and just never thought about mixing it up. So yeah, I think maybe for this Christmas we might do an Asian style mini fry pans. And then what other ones can you do? You can do like maybe a German style one where you've got like different German sausages that you cut up and cook. And yeah, there's so many different options and we've just never really thought about it. So stay tuned. This Christmas we might be doing something different. That was just quickly cleaning up all of the dishes. That was really sped through. And the reason I'm doing it all by hand is because our dishwasher is not working at the moment. Like it doesn't. I think there's some sort of, I think honestly the pipes need cleaning out on it, because it'll work for a few washes and then it'll click over to like an anti-flood stopper where it just won't wash anymore. And I think it's maybe not draining properly. I don't know. Michael needs to look at it. But, the problem is, while he's not inconvenienced by it, it's like on the very last end of the list. So with me hand washing all the dishes, that's not inconveniencing his life at all. So those sort of jobs get, you know, put way back on the list. So maybe if I make him do the washing up, he might fix my dishwasher a bit quicker. So yeah, that's why I'm hand washing at the moment. So with the kitchen being done, we're just moving on to the dining table. It just needed a bit of a wipe down. It wasn't really dirty, just mainly just to freshen it up. And then I am moving on to my office area. There was just a few things out and about that just needed putting away, just so that I can clear the desktop and give that a bit of a wipe down. It was mainly dusty more than anything. There's not really much going on there. I just quickly did Michael's side as well. I like to keep this area pretty clear if I can. Just makes it easier when you're working from the computer. And then in the corner of our dining area near the sliding door, I've just got a shoe rack here, and again it's just putting everyone's shoes back on the rack where they belong. These towels needed a wash. This is Deef's chair, so yeah, those towels needed a wash. I want to get a little chair protector thing from Temu so that he can, yeah, it'll blend in better than ugly towels sitting on there. This is our entryway. Just giving the top a quick dust, didn't need much. And now moving on to the bedroom. So I want to change all my sheets. So just quickly dusting off the tables, and we're going to pull all the sheets off and make the bed. These sheets, guys, I'm absolutely loving, and you'll probably see in like a lot of my hauls, I've been getting a new set every time I go to port. Not that I've got an abundance of sets, so basically I've got 2 sets for my bed, and then I've basically bought 4 more sets, so 2 for Jamie's bed and 2 for Jesse's bed. So yeah, we don't have an abundance of sheets, but I'm just mainly replacing all the old ones with these because I just love them so much. They're just so soft and they wash really well. I just love the texture of them. Yeah, I can't rave about them enough. So I'm just going in and vacuuming everything before I start cleaning, mainly because there's so much Deef hair all over the floor, and yeah, I just hate traipsing it all through the rooms and everything. So I like to just vacuum. Normally you'd vacuum, I guess, at the end, but yeah, I just like to do all the vacuuming before I start because there's just so much hair. And that's his little bed, so that's kind of where it all gathers, as well as under the bed. I'm also trying a different way of cleaning today. Not really a different way, but normally I would clean each room completely. Oh, speaking of the devil, here he is, seeing what's going on. I start to vacuum him too because he had some loose fur. He just does not care, this dog. Honest to God, he does not care. So yeah, what was I saying? I was trying a whole different way of cleaning. Normally I'll clean a complete room. So like I'll do my room, vacuum, mop, so that the whole room's done. But today I just decided to, obviously I'm cleaning the room, but I decided to vacuum all the floor. I mean, I did this room by itself, but once I left, once I'd finished cleaning this room, I then went and vacuumed all the floor in the house. And then once I've cleaned all the rooms, then I went back in and mopped all the floors. So I kind of did it, a little bit of a different way. And I'm not sure, I think it saved a bit more time not having to mop and then stop mopping. I just sort of mopped from one end all the way through to the other. Yeah, I just tried different methods. So we're changing the towels out, putting new towels on. And again, these towels I got from Target as well. I loved them. They're the Grandeur brand of towels from Target, and they're amazing. They're super cheap. Like we got the bath sheets, which are the bigger ones, and they're only $16, and they are so thick and so soft. They're the best towels we've ever had, in all honesty. Not sponsored. But yeah, I've just discovered them recently because, like I said, I was never really a Target girl. To me, Target was always a more expensive version of Kmart. So I never really shopped there. But since Target and Kmart have merged here in Australia, Target is selling the exact same stuff as Kmart. The only thing is that Kmart doesn't sell these grandeur towels and these Arlo sheet sets. So yeah, I've just been shopping at Target a lot more since discovering these sheets and towels, and I've just been loving them. And again, this is another Arlo set in the beige. Probably can't really notice in the video, but the actual bed skirt is my old IKEA quilt cover that I just cut up and using now as a bed skirt, because I didn't really want to sell it or donate it to a thrift store because it doesn't fit a queen size quilt, and how frustrating for someone else to get a quilt cover that just doesn't fit. So I cut it up and I'm now using it as a bed skirt. So I've kept the pillowcases from that IKEA quilt, and yeah, it functions perfectly as a bed skirt. So now we're in the laundry, doing all the laundry, taking all of the dry clothes off the racks here. This is basically my washing line. I don't have any outdoor washing line, and I try not to use my dryer as much as I can. Normally I'll just dry things on here, and then if they're taking a bit long, I'll just throw them in the dryer for a few minutes. But yeah, this is basically how I do my laundry. And it works for us. It works really well. I've got it all coordinated so that, you know, each person's laundry gets dried at the same time. And yeah, it works well for me. So just taking off all the dried stuff and putting them in the room. And like I was saying, so now here I am, I've already cleaned the kitchen, obviously, but I'm just going through and vacuuming the whole house now. So starting off here in the kitchen. I think I already did the hallway leading up from my bedroom as I left the bedroom. But yeah, just vacuuming up all the dog hair. It doesn't look like there's a lot of bits on the floor. It's a bit hard to see. You can definitely see all the dog prints and everything all over it. But yeah, just doing a whole vacuum of the house before I then go through and mop the whole house. What a beautiful day it looked like outside that day. I've got to just remember to stop and look out the window every now and again, and maybe even venture out into the sunshine every now and again, get my vitamin D boost. But yeah, it was such a nice day today. I think I started off the day with a jumper on, and yeah, by the end of it, I was sweating. And look at this dog. Honest to God, like, he's just not normal for a dog. He's just not bothered at all. Does not bother about anything. That vacuum was on, by the way, like zooming all around him, did not even move. And you can see now why my walls are always filthy, because this is how he sleeps. And I've zoomed in when we're in the bedroom. He sleeps facing the wall and normally with his feet up on the wall. So it's just impossible to have a clean house with a husky that lives inside. And you'll see here, he follows me from room to room. Like as I change room, he follows me and finds a spot to sit down. Oh, he's my little shadow. But I don't even think I'm his favorite. Like I don't even think that I'm his favorite. It's either, I think Blake, actually, Jesse's boyfriend, is his absolute favorite. Then it's Jesse, then it's Michael, then it's Jamie, then it's me. And Jamie doesn't even live here anymore. So yeah, but he always follows me around, and whenever I go in the theatre room to watch some YouTube, he's with me, my little mate. So yeah, and now yeah, like I was saying before, now I'm going in and mopping all the rooms. So I'd already done my ensuite by the time I had the film going, and I'd already done that side of my bed. So yeah, just mopping the whole house now. And I think, yeah, it kind of made it all easier because I'm not sort of swapping and changing. I'm just, you know, focusing on mopping, going from one end of the house all the way through to the other. And I didn't really have to change the mop bucket at all. I mean, yeah, I probably could have done, but it was fine. This was just a quick clean. It wasn't a super intensive, you know, washing the windows, washing the windowsill kind of clean. It was just get the house smelling a bit better and, yeah, not looking like a brothel. It's just the floors kill me, like, and there's nothing you can do. I mean, the poor dog, he can't help it. And it's always, our grass is always wet. So in the mornings, even in summertime, it's always very dewy because we live like in a, you know, it's quite humid where we live in the summertime. So there's always a lot of moisture in the air. So the grass is always wet. And then the minute the dog goes on the grass, even in the mornings, he comes in with wet paws. And yeah, we've tried mats and all of that, and it doesn't really make much of a difference. So we'll just deal with it. It's not that big of a deal. I'm really lucky actually that these floors hide a lot. Like even when you can see that they're dirty, they're way dirtier than they even look. So yeah, I'm just thankful that we did choose this sort of timber for the floors, because yeah, they do cover a lot. And I know I missed a big spot there. It was bugging me the whole time I was editing the video. So now we're done. I'm going through all the rooms, just showing you it's all clean, it's all fresh. These floors are still soaking wet, but everything has just been freshened up. We've got fresh sheets and fresh towels, and yeah. This is Michael's YouTube room. I didn't touch that. He said leave that. He's got to do a whole heap of decluttering and reorganizing in there. So he's got his own little room to do his YouTube videos. Here's the entryway now. Floor's still a little bit wet, but you know what? This whole clean took me about 3 hours, which is absolutely amazing for my house, because normally it would take me 3 days. That just goes to show I mean, look, it was a quick clean and it was fairly decent to start with. It wasn't too bad to start with, but just from decluttering and having so much less stuff to deal with, it's cut my cleaning down to a fraction of the time it used to take me. So, and it's just, I mean, all of those dishes are just still drying. They're all clean, but they still had a bit of moisture in them. So I just left them there to air dry a bit, just so that they're out of the kitchen. But yeah, it's just, it definitely having less stuff keeps the house cleaner. Like, it doesn't take long to tidy it each time. But then when I do need to clean it, yeah, it's just taking me a fraction of the time to clean than it normally would. So yeah, we're up into I'm just moving my tripod. We're up into my craft room now. Floors are still a little bit wet in here, but yep, this is all tidy. Got to put my mop bucket away once all the floors are dry. I'm walking up here in my socks, I think. And I can see another spot I missed as well. That's so annoying. Jessie's room we haven't touched because she's in the middle of reorganizing her room. So yeah, this is Jamie's room. Again, not really touched because he doesn't live here anymore. And that bag of stuff there is to take to the thrift store, and that's just one of those candles I was burning off. Do not recommend those candles. They look pretty, but I don't know, I just wasn't that fussed on the smell. They didn't give off much of a fragrance for me. Bathroom all clean, floors all mopped, and yeah, smelling a lot fresher. Laundry, we're still got a couple of loads to do in the laundry, but yeah, for the most part it's tidy. And then I don't know why I've gone back to there. Maybe I'm telling you, yeah, that pile on the floor still needs to be washed. And then Jessie's bathroom, I didn't really clean because she's going to do it on the weekend. I leave her to do her own bathroom. So I hope you enjoyed this super quick sped up version of my marathon clean with me. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Thanks for watching.